Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Moin.
Anybody ads?
Hello. Hello, Renoko. Demon sub. Yes, too many ads, because even one ad is too many, but I can't stop Twitch doing them, so. My words exactly. So I see you have your semi-invisible shirt on again.
Yes. Who would have thunk it? German shirts are camouflagey.
Yeah,
It lets you see more of the otters though, which is good.
It doesn't need to be
It's the
weird
Ottoman Empire.
And fully painted stuff. It's just a
Yes. Oh,
shirt.
there's the lid for my glue. I was looking for that earlier. Bitchin'.
Never let your glue run dry.
Yes. Oh.
Otters. Ottoman army even.
It's the Ottoman Empire, yes. Fear them. Go on. Start fearing.
But they look so cute. It's tiny. And cuddly.
Oh, get fucked. Oh, the flag was up now. Go and chin him, Virgil. Go and fucking chin him.
That explains... well, no, that answers my question I haven't asked. Is there footy on tonight? Obviously there's.
Champions League.
Hello, Bogorov.
Are you coming up next week, Mick? Just while you're typing the answer to that.
Even
yes. Liverpool playing Milan in the Champions League. Other lesser clubs are also playing. Other non-Liverpool clubs.
Yellow.
that was shit. Who the fuck was that to? Was it? Salah's not Usain Bolt, mate.
Hello, Mr.
And that's who would have had to be running after that, for fuck's sake. Somebody needs to get slapped. Fuck me, 1-0 already. Get absolutely fucked. To the moon. Yep. Well, that all started with a shit fucking cross. Seriously. How fucking quick do you think he is?
Bogorov will bring teeny tiny men and a ton of EPVC.
Yeah, there's more than one match, Demon, but there's only one match I care about. When are you down, because I know somebody was asking the other day, is it over the weekend? I had it in my head you were down on like the 26th or something fucking weird. So, EPVC is good, they'll bring that. I don't need to see that again. That was our horseshit, lads.
So, speaking of seeing stuff, are we going to watch that stuff, or do we...
No, we'll mostly have to suffer me just watching this match, swearing.
Well,
that's how that one goes.
Enough. I'll just have a nice snap.
Yeah, you do that.
Be too loud, people.
But, don't worry, you'll hear me. Are they checking that on VAR? The fuck do they need to check that on VAR for? Even I could see that, and I'm not even in the same country. Massive cunts. Oh dear, you coughing up blood? Oh, I suggest you fuck off the pitch, mate.
So Bogorov will be 26th, who's 27th, 38th? What? I think he's having a stroke.
Can you smell toast? 26th, 27th, 28th. Okay. I might see you at some point. Maybe. Never say never.
Draconis. What does he do? Silvery bayonets.
Silver bayonets.
Is he stabbing people with it?
Worse, he's discovered, like anybody else who picks up one of Joe McCullough's books, going, oh, you only need like 5 people for a gang. Yes, you only need 5 people for a gang, but you also need 150 individual monsters of various flavors. All of a sudden, those savings by Grabthar's hammer, they start to wear off somewhat.
Yeah,
however,
they go out the window.
He is doing a whole host of things. So he's been working through some monsters and also starting to put together his warband, which is coming from a hodgepodge of places, including converting up plastics. That's, it's quite nice so far. It's quite nice.
Lies, metally wolvies.
Yes, one missing a paw, but that's okay because the big black wolves may or may not have all their paws, so don't worry too much about it. But yeah, so the most recent one is dark wolves and big hounds. The converted sapper there, the sapper
That's a nice
engineer, blacksmith, could be, who knows, with his lovely leather loincloth covered in things. It comes via the Silver Bayonet book. There's an illustration of him in there with that leather apron and all the runes of protection drawn on the apron, so he doesn't get hooked up. Although I imagine he'll still get hooked up.
Well, that's the point of the game, isn't it?
Yes.
Hello, Crispin. Oh, zombies. I do like it when people are converting miniatures with different kinds of plastic, so you can see actually what parts have
What
been
they've done.
swapped.
Musket holes added by the medium of a drill bit, and then some zombie type undead bits added as well, from various things. So all of a sudden, lo and behold, some live people become some not alive people.
Wet undead, I think is the term.
Oh, best kind of undead. So revenants,
Hello, Chip.
which are always good to have. Hello. Because everybody needs revenants. They're like a default thing for Silver Bayonet, where you can't find other things, just put in some revenants.
Placeholder. Proxy
Yeah.
Deluxe.
Don't have any scarecrows. Have you tried adding some more revenants? It's a very small pitch. Was that not fucking free? Oh, free kick finally. You can't.
Yeah,
Did Leon blow that whistle?
Kit bashing really is fun if you have time and material. It's just something that I really like doing. Also, when
Jam.
using small bits on even smaller tiny men, making them look very weird.
There's that Turkish bell end, Zlatan in the crowd. I quite like the rifleman as well. Obviously, using the Sharpie parts of the rifleman set to full effect.
Oh, why didn't he show us the zombie drummer in more detail? He looks like a nice little fellow.
Well, you'll see it whenever he's painted it. Stop complaining. There is a close-up picture on it, mind you. Have you not scrolled down far enough?
Only to the part where we had left off last time.
Well, the drummer was in there.
Was he?
Yeah. You're awfully past remarkable.
No.
There he is.
Oh, cock.
And look, you hadn't clicked those buttons, so you were lying to me. You were fucking lying, like a cunt.
He lends himself a hand.
Absolute bastard. That's how you get to play the bongos. It's good. You're watching Muam. Who was it?
Wham.
Whose Muam was it, Damon? Was it Cinderfall or one of the others?
Centerfold battle reports.
Cinderfall.
Well, but actually having a centerfold battle report sounds much more intriguing.
Well, you know.
Just folding up the complete map.
I'm trying to think. Somebody's done 2 battle reports with shades. Who's that?
50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, I can't remember. Oh, they've painted some of them, just not all of them.
TNG Productions. North versus Faults.
Ah, well. TNG's good as well. You choose. I'll just tell you this one, so we'll see if you have to look for it later on.
Brain explode.
No. fucking no. None of that. Get fucked.
No Ewok kebab. That would be something different. I really like the idea of a centerfold battle report. I'm imagining a late 90s magazine like White Dwarf, and you just unfold the map
Ye old battle reports.
on a large scroll.
Or rather, ye old battle reps. Or technically, the old battle reps, because as we all know, that's not a Y, it's a thorn. But
is
since,
it?
well, no, in that case, it is a Y, because there's no PC out there that has a thorn on its keyboard, I imagine, these days. So, kind of everything. Minstone? Ewok? Minstone? How very fucking dare you. Anyway, Draconis stuff, very nice.
Indeed.
It'll be interesting to see if he starts doing some terrain as well, because I know he likes his terrain for like a one-stop bundle of fun. Sure.
Crooked trees and ponds. Swamps, maybe?
Can you get crooked ponds? Is that tricky to do?
I don't know. We should ask
Well, dear Mel, can you do a crooked pond? He'll think you're taking the piss. Throw things at your head.
Potentially.
Mm.
Paul is
Yes.
doing stuff again.
Not Paul. Paul. Just Paul. He's been working away on his Realms of Chaos warband, and he actually has the sort of first playthrough. Technically, there's a battle report in there, although you have to kind of piece it together. It's like drinking a mouthful of milk, then having a swig of coffee and swirling it in your mouth to make milky coffee.
Yeah.
It's like that. The words are there, and then down below are the pictures. So you have to hold it in your mind, click on a picture, go, and then scroll back and read a bit more, then click on a different picture, go, ooh.
YouTube does that with milk and biscuits, you monster.
Take a bite of a biscuit, take some milk, and go swirl, 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 swirl. You should just get Farley's rusks, mate. Let's see if you're having to soften them up with milk then. Get in there, get right in there, boyo.
Oh no, the lad with the wee banner has fallen.
Well, he deserved it. Interesting thing is they're not playing Warhammer Fantasy rules for this. They're playing Mordheim to begin with while they put together their warband, so their warband doesn't get annihilated and then they have to start from scratch again. And the idea is to build their warband up and then play a bigger game when they actually have enough to put on the table. Although I suggest if they've got 3rd edition rules, probably just go ahead and play 3rd edition. You don't need that many models on the tabletop. But that's just me, because it's me.
It's a big Mario.
Yep, I do like the little narrative they've got putting together, and the scenario was put up or was made up by one of the partners in crime, V, who I imagine wears a Guy Fawkes mask and speaks in dodgy poetry all the time, screaming at the moon. So they're trying to create their own foothold in the Skulllands, and it's essentially like a wave defense against some random Norse. So they were coming in. Meanwhile, the warriors were having to try and stave off the raiding attack.
Lloyd shots for Beastie Man.
Yeah. Not as good as some of my beastmen though, like anal head rape gore or cock gore, 2 of my favourite beastmen, which are actually from the 3rd edition period. They'd be perfect for this. You two can watch a tiny set of human legs being ass fucked on a beastman's head. It's good. The legs are going up, and the cock and balls are right betwixt them.
I think you had shown pictures of a similar
Yes.
model.
Oh, 100%. It's one of my favorite GW models. Bring that in the fucking Games Workshop these days and they'd call it Exorcist. What's going on there?
You can't use this on a tournament. It's a Games Workshop model. It's legal. You go and sort yourself.
Go fuck yourself with a barbed wire dildo. Cunt face. That is what you would say. But yeah, so it's nice to see a bit of progress and also to see where the various heroes are currently at stat-wise. Look at them with their leadership, intelligence, cool, and willpower. Wow. Cool's only used if you're fighting against elves and they make you take a cool check for your clothes.
Yes, and as he states, he has
Fuck's
some
sake.
painting
Over
to
the
do.
ball, dipshit. Over the ball. Yes. They both have some painting to do. You can go in there and criticize the unpainted stuff. Or, even better, go in and just, find the mold lines. Either's fine. You do either of those. I'm easy, either way.
James, what's that about a Perry bloodstained coat in Whamster World that's got bent because fire has it? What?
Wow. And presumably they had some of their old kit that they used to wear for reenactments, and when they did Warhammer World as a big medieval thing, they left some of it in there, sort of display pieces, like an Empire double type of, I'm assuming it was one of those. Yeah. So somebody from GW looked at that and went, fire hazard, mate. All that cotton. Have they seen what they sell? For fuck's sake. I would think
Obviously not.
The rows upon rows of fucking spooper glue, polystyrene cement, and flammable fucking tins of spray paint would be more likely to go off before a fucking coat on a wall, for fuck's sake. Jesus titty fucking Christ.
It's like somebody going into a museum saying, yeah, that picture is ugly, that needs to go, and just bin it.
What's wrong with that? Get fucked, Murata. Stamp on him, Verge.
They binned the old Perry Brie table. Why?
Oh, they binned everything. What's wrong with you? Just seriously, mate, stamp on him if he's on the ground whining like a bitch. If you're going to get a booking for something decent. Fuck's sake. They binned so much. Jam. A lot of the old Games Day display things that they did were just taken and skipped. Just, fuck it in the bin, move on with your lives. Don't worry about it.
Doesn't make any sense. Since
it makes perfect sense.
So much money of that. Just sell it off. People would snag it up.
Oh, they don't want to do that because that would undercut making people buy it for brand new instead.
Okay.
I've watched ice hockey. It's it's all right. Not great. Yeah, just me. They started an ice hockey team in Belfast called the Giants.
Is there any ice in Belfast?
Well, there's an ice rink. So two, technically. There's one in Dundonald, but I don't think that counts as Belfast. According to the Dundonald Liberation Army, it doesn't anyway. GW reminds you of the film Equilibrium where they destroy everything. Yeah. And like Equilibrium, you can also be done for having thought crimes. He's a sense offender. Behind everyone. You are dog shit. Anyway. So,
So who's trailing Mr. Paul?
So far away.
Hazy boy. Oh, look, he's doing people with poles in their pockets.
Yes. This is a regiment that has fallen afoul of Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah, it looks like it. It does look uncomfortable.
Yes. The Order of the Sealed Temple, who are a delightful bunch of fellows. This is part of a full cavalry army He's already completed conquest, and now he's going back and doing metaphorical wheelies up and down in front of Dan, going, you know what? I've got even more than you, and I'm painting the second army, and this time I'm just going to do cavalry. So 100 kingdoms, all the knights, all the time. So handy these days since they've done 3 sets of them. So there's the household cavalry, and then there's a couple of special orders that have got their own unique little kits. So otherwise, I imagine it would get very dull very quickly.
At this point, he has done more conquest than everybody on OTT except you combined.
Yeah. I mean, that's not hard. There are people in the audience watching us right now who haven't even collected Conquest, who have done more Conquest than some of the members of OTT.
Okay.
Well done, all of you at home. You little legends.
James, you say that, but yeah. Even more
Book 'em.
knickets.
Get fucked, son. You don't want to be booked, then don't go through the back of them. Get absolutely fucked. Yeah.
That does look a bit uncomfortable for the horse, but then again,
Who cares about horses?
I know.
What are they going to do with their time?
Hello, Radagast.
Dun, 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 da, da, da. See, he's as bad as that person who did those Dark Troopers for Star Wars Fire Sale. It's big, chunky bits on them. Anyway, there's a free kick right now, so I'll not be looking at what you're doing.
For all his little tiny fighting men.
Yes, they are sweet like candy. I mean, if you're going to play fantasy, why not? Why not go fucking boogaloo? Yep. Especially in something like, yeah, goal, you fucking beauty! And you two cunts can roll on the ground like you've been fucking shot. You're not getting a free kick for it. Fuck yourselves.
Oh no, double post. You can skip that.
Oh,
and there's his lovely display mobile thing we left off last time.
I mean, it really is a fine example of the Brain Matter Beige Master's art. It's like, how am I going to paint this shit quickly? Speed paints, Brain Matter Beige, and a tone of some description. I'm fucking done with it. And unlike a lot of other people who just slap on Agrax or Nuln oil, he always thins them enough that he doesn't completely mute all the good work of the previous layers of color. It just sort of outlines and shades edges.
Yep.
So that's all good in the hood. I really like it. I unboxed the Order of the Sealed Bastards the other day. I should send them the 3 unboxed because they're never going to be painted for fucking 100 Kingdoms by Warren. Why not? Somebody may as well get used to them. If I find out where the kids put them in the studio, I will do that. He won't be expecting that. Anyway, so yes, nice stuff from Huzza. I like it. I like the big purpley fellows.
Yeah, just as a test to see if that button is working, the new one I have a close look at the screen and now go, imagine.
Imagine. Wallad. I seen Wallad popping up in the thing earlier in the day.
Yeah, I think I made it yesterday, and James has nicked it.
Go on, your boy. Is anybody going to help press? If you don't press, you can't get the ball back, ladies. I didn't say grab his arm and fucking pull him, Dom. Jesus fucking Christ.
I could try, James. But I don't know how big those files are allowed and how much it actually be looking. But I make a mental note. Shay, if you're watching, remind me to make a emote Voila.
Is that how it works?
Well, you're shouting at me on Sunday, so
Yeah.
why can't I shout at Shay?
Well, I know you'll do it though.
Yep.
Yes. Yes. No, not like a bunch of grapes, lads. Oh, for fuck's sake, fuck my hat.
Your hat is having more sexual intercourse than I have.
But the fucking three of them standing on top of each other's heels. What the fuck was the point?
A pyramid.
Shout for Gakpo if you want it. Don't stand there with your fucking hands at your feet. Fuck's sake. Anyway.
Yes. So after Hazy Boy and his sealed temple,
Temple of Love.
we go to the multi-award winning Moonstone
Moam. Hashtag Moam.
by Mr. E. Woke Bab.
Woke Bab. He's going to the multi-award winning Moonstone. Painted some stuff. Played a game. Loved it.
And painted some more.
Got into painting some more. I'm just around there. The world would be a happier place if people just fucking knuckle down and listen to me. How long have I been telling people that the multi-award winning Moonstone is great?
At least a year.
I tell you what, I had, I don't know what BT have been up to recently, but for the first time in 2 years or so, I've had multiple interruptions to my internet.
No.
One of them was in the middle of filming The Weekender last week, and we'd already done half of the news. So I had to film the multi-award winning Moonstone one again. You should have heard how many times I said multi-award winning Moonstone in that before I throttled it back because it was like, we've got to film this fucking thing. This is half our day fucking wasted if this fucks up again.
Did somebody take actual count of the multi-award winning Moonstones?
I haven't seen it yet. Although if anybody has, they're probably going to win the prize, whatever the prize was. I didn't bother looking at the prize.
I think it was something.
No, he's slacking, mate.
Webster.
Very, very slacking. He's the worst. But yes, so he woke Ibab. Had to choose between a couple, and he went with the delightful Old Dominion. Not Old Dominion. That's undead for fucking Conquest. He went with the Dominion pirates. So there aren't many humans for the Dominion. There's a few more now that the shades have crept along, but it does give a really nice set of three very piratey types. Two with guns and one is a monkey with a bomb monkey.
I like him. I like him a lot.
Bomb monkey's great. He can heal, although he does spend the rest of the turn drunk. Or, oh, come on! Oh, fuck! Son of a bitch. Where were we?
The drunken monkey.
The monkey, yes, he can chuck bombs or he can heal. So he's a bit of a support monkey, which is, great. And then because the multi-award winning Moonstone is so great, you can then field just a whole pirate force filled with monkeys and goblins on the back of giant fucking lobsters, and go full piratey on people and spend your time going yar. In fact, I think this week is Speak Like a Pirate. Yeah, I think Thursday is Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Oh, God,
actually,
please
the
no.
19th. Yes, yes, it is. Yes. So, anyway, he decided to knock it out of the park by painting up a half trip from Wham. Having sat on them for almost a year and a half, it's like, well, I need them for next week. Better fucking paint them. So did that. And then there's even a fucking battle report, you cunts. There's no excuse for people not to do it. If Ewok could do it in a week and a bit, everybody else could do it. His friend did run into problems by the fact that the fire spitter got shot to death, although I assume that was because Ewok was cheating like a bastard with bluffs. Bluff, bluff, bluff. You're going to get fucking booked for taking that halfway up the pitch, mate. What the fuck was the point of that? Oh, you absolute jammy bastards. Go, Mo, go.
Somehow the
Yes, you talk.
pirated
Shite.
the pirate faction reminds me of stuff you can play in Freebooter's Fate, but all stuffed into one team.
Yes. Why not? Sure. You go, girl. Currently for the pirates, there are 5 goblin pirates, plus the 2 human and the monkey, I think. So, yes. Monkey has a buff to other pirates too, yes, which is why you would obviously go full pirate if you get the opportunity. It's all good. It's so much fun. I've got my shades all sitting actually in a box behind me. It's doing some unboxings today. Fuck no. It's like, you know what, I'll unbox some of these beautiful things while I'm at it. But yeah, and I'm happy to say that Ewok said, this is fucking amazeballs. I should do more of this. And I'm just getting some more to play some more games of the multi-award-winning Windstone.
Well, Radagast
It's
wants to know
all
if it's
multi-awardy.
worth investing in Fairy Folk in multi-award-winning Moonstone starter set. Is it good to play from the box?
Yes, but the fairy are the most nuanced / hardest faction to play. They have all the energy, but they're like glass cannons. So if you're not careful, you'll be swatted out of the air very quickly. Some of the other factions are much more forgiving when you're just starting off. But if you're not playing at like a tournament type of level, if you're playing with a small group of friends and you're all learning at the same point, you'll probably find that you might lose more games than you win at the start until you get a hang of how the fairies play. And then if you get a hang of them, you'll cause real fucking problems for everyone.
Do you guys know if there's a solo mode for the multi-award-winning Moonstone?
No.
Not
No. Well, not. The problem is the game is based on bluff mechanics for the melee, bluff mechanics for arcane. So if you're just pulling cards randomly, then you lose that. And unless you start flipping a coin, is my solo attacker going to bluff on this one? Flip a coin? No, it's not. Okay, it's not bluff then. You know, when you take those mechanics out, there's not much left. Be the best way to put it, because they are so involved and intricate. The whole, what type of attack will I go for? Am I going to cheat? Will he call my cheating? Do I want him to call my cheating? Because then I've got a second one of whatever card it is, and I'm going to get a second cast of that for free. So therefore I've been bluffing like a bastard, and now I'm not going to bluff, and then they're ready. All of that just goes to the wayside with the solo mode, because it's all having to be procedurally generated. So you lose it.
It's a completely different beast at that point.
Yeah, but I mean, Damon, there are some characters in the game that say things like, before you play a card, you must show your hand to your opponent. And again, if you're playing a solo mode, that's completely defeated, because you already know what's in your hand. And showing it means nothing, because the solo AI can't take advantage of knowing what you've got in your hand. And that's part of the game balance of that particular character. There are several like that. Without that, then they become overcosted, even though there's no points value in the game, because that's their main trick, is to get you in a position where you can see what your opponent's going to do so that you can stop them. And once that goes out, why bring that character anymore? So it limits the characters available to play as well, to a certain extent. Yeah. You really have to. You're playing the opponent rather than the system. That's a great way of putting it. So, no solo mode currently. That's not to say they couldn't come up with something cooperative. but you would have to be playing against something, not another troop. So maybe if like a tower defense style of game where you're dealing with multiple swarms of X coming in and they always do whatever it is they're going to do, that might work. But it'd be a very restricted scenario. Yeah, I think it's best thing would be to use some other solo rules for different game and use the models. Yeah, I mean that's not beyond the realms of possibility. I can't believe Mo's hit the fucking bar twice. Shocking.
And just like that, from multi-world bringing Moonstone back to football.
Yep. Very much so.
So, who's...
Oh, that was top corner. That was so fucking close.
Who's close
very,
to Moonstone?
Very tight, very sexual.
Men in tights, tights.
Swarm of psychopomps. Well.
Olden Hammer needs more time, but Piers.
Yes. Why is everybody
Painting
off?
ancient, lovely, tasty
here?
metal miniatures.
Having a fucking water break. You kidding me? Yes. Whatever you said.
Oh, lovely little night goblin, as he says, even though it doesn't look like anything people currently would consider being a night goblin.
Shocking. Well, people's opinions, they don't matter. They weren't there.
That's some... Oh, my mouse is really acting up here.
Are you all Wi-Fi'd and stuff?
Nah, the middle mouse button for opening stuff in a new tab is breaking down.
It's all stuck together. It's all sticky from
Yeah.
handling it when it's sticky.
Whatever you say.
Sticky.
Too much brown lemonade has went into the mouse.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of. Brown lemonade.
What
Get
else
back
could it
on
be?
side, Jonna, for fuck's sake. What the fuck? I quite like the fact the Night Goblin boss is older than most of the viewers of On Tably Pot.
That's an understatement.
It's good times.
I think it's about twice as old as Shay.
Yeah. Well, he is in his 20s now, so not quite twice. Oh, fucking
But
hell.
it's from 84, so it's 40 years now.
Yes.
If Shay is born somewhere around 2004, that's double.
No.
We could ask him if there
Well,
was a way.
we know he's over 20.
He needs to be over 20 to be working at OTT?
No. But he had a birthday recently and he said that he was over 20 whenever I was taking the piss out of him. He may even be as much as 21.
Shock and
It's
horror.
madness. It's one
Can
way
we
to-
call him old now and see him panic?
Yes. Look at them. Look at the lovely unit of men-at-arms. Look at them with their delightful halberdiers. Oh, we were just talking about you, Hazy.
I love the color scheme.
Handball, send him off to fuck. Yes. Red and blue.
Yes,
I
very
mean-
much so.
It's very Altdorf is the only problem.
Yeah, but it's very... It's taking me back to more quiet times for some odd reason.
Yeah, but shitty Altdorf times.
Well, you need somebody to bash on.
Yep. Oh, why would you take it off his toe when he was making a fucking run for it? I get you, little shit. Go on.
Oh.
Go on. Yes. Yes, Moo.
Talking about even
No!
older miniatures.
Fuck. Oh, Christ on a bike. An Altdorf army.
Ewok thought Shay was work experience and back to school.
I mean, it's not beyond the realms of possibility. Technically, he's part-time because he is at college doing collegey things.
So doing drugs and playing video games all day.
Sports, science, therapy, thing. Psychotherapy, physiotherapy, AIF therapy starting with P. Your choice. Yes! Yes! Fucking yes! Verge, you big beautiful bastard, you.
If he's 21, does that mean OTT has to pay him properly now?
I think so. I don't know. I don't deal with the payroll. That's done by Business Daddy. So yes. I love that troll as well, by the way, before you saunter off. By the way, Hazy, don't know if you heard, since you weren't here, I have a set of those Knights of the Seal Temple that I unboxed, which could be free to a good home if you want another 3 of them. I have built with a standard in the unit though, and then I threw all the other parts out because I don't need sprues lying around my house anymore.
You could build another house with spruce.
Remember working at Sainsbury's at 16 and getting a full adult wage as a manager. Check the wrong box, you jammy bastard.
Hello, Maldroth. Welcome.
Yes, yes, and yes.
It's
I'm
3
assuming
times
we
yes.
have your details somewhere. I'll have a look.
Send in details on a postcard.
Or the back of a stuck down envelope. Either's good. Go on, Mo. Go on. If we can get a 3-1 at half time.
We need to explain to the younger audience.
Yes. Oh Christ! All you do is toe that in. Crazy Portuguese. What's happening?
Is that something we need to explain to the younger audience? Whatever happens to send in stamps?
People, you're going to get slapped. We know Slot does not like massive fucking 40-yard shots, although if you'd scored that simulcast, that would have been fine, because you don't score often. Anyway. It wasn't minimum wage, there was just the dross left over in the safe. Hey, Pete.
Albie, good evening, welcome.
Press them, for fuck's sake.
3 Niles. No, there's only 1 Nile. So, leaving Piers.
Kabosh.
And joining over Applemark. He's eating elephants.
Yes. This was something he started a while ago. The elephant in question is his pile of opportunity, pillar of pride, which he lists. So if you ever wondered what he's got to get through, there is a list there. It's barely 4,000 figures. Might be slightly over. Get up off your floor. You're not getting a penalty for that. Fuck's sake. Is it not enough that you ran over one of our fucking supporters, you cunts? So Apple Mac has decided off the back of this to actually get through the backlog. First out of the box is Home Raiders from Vesperon, which is hilarious because I don't think Vesperon has existed in about a decade, which shows how long that's been kicking around. TT Combat technically have them currently, but at the moment they're not doing anything with. So it's been shelved while they go all space combat-y, and in the meantime it gives Apple Mac the opportunity to get ahead, starting off with the little gremlins, setting fire to things, jabbing people the balls. How have you given the ball away?
At first I thought these were
Space
apes
monkeys
with slingshots. But,
could be that as well.
Hello,
But
Will.
much hello, Jemis. That's better. Now don't give the fucking ball away again. Oh, you absolute gypsies! You're killing me.
Ace Game Engine by Vesperon Games. Home Raiders.
Yes. So, obviously, full of things like borrowers and gremlins and Lilliputians and all sorts of small stuff that would be scurrying around your shelves or creeping across the table.
16 life-sized models.
Yep. It's cracking. They'd have plenty of fucking cover on my tabletop, I'll tell you that. They may find the whole thing's difficult to aim, mind you.
would be something a game where you actually be very highly likely to forget miniatures and find them weeks
Yes.
later.
Oh, I've lost that game. I could have sworn I had more. I haven't it. There were 3 of them behind a jam pot.
Why is there a miniature in our fridge?
Well, at least you'd be able to tell because there'd be footsteps in the butter.
Yes. Oh god, that's a
Elephant joke, which is
long
perfect.
list.
Perfect for what we're doing here. How do you know you've got an elephant in your fridge? Footsteps in the butter.
What was the other one? How do you get the elephant out of your fridge?
Don't know.
Open the door, remove butter, and close fridge door again.
Makes sense.
Yeah, good luck there, Mr. Applemack, on your
Oh,
endeavor of
oh.
painting all your stuff.
I like it. Well, if Lorna can do it, other people can do it as well.
I
Not
do
just restricted to Lorna.
fingers crossed that your motivation keeps up and isn't choked off by weird real life stuff.
Choked off like a strangle wank. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Go on, you
Yes, but
boy.
no.
Oh, beautiful Kanate. Just fucking stomp through him. Oh, you absolute legend. Has to be pulled back. He kicked it off the referee. Kanate, you fucking god, you. Oh, it was beautiful. He just went, my ball. Then just fucking lent on him.
My
To be fair, you missed the
balls.
first one, Sonny Jimbo. He was very lucky. Anyway,
Jill,
I'm
we
looking
don't do
forward to seeing
jokes
that.
with layers here. Layers tend to make people cry, like onions.
Also, it's too hot for layers. Far too hot.
Oh, we're only at 25 degrees here.
I mean, I'm assuming if I just I've put the same fucking link in again because I'm not paying attention. That's how hot it is. That's you can ignore that one. Go with this one.
Yeah, maybe look at Mr. Dan Lee's spooky.
Creepy Teletubbies.
Ah,
I'm so glad, so very glad I found them. That really upset a lot of people. Oh my Christ! He must have a foot like a traction engine.
I wonder why these upset people. I really can't explain.
I don't know. John was kind of unnerved and creeped out by them. I thought they were amazeballs. I'm so glad they done it, and they even got the stretch goals for like the burning baby head and stuff like that.
No, please.
So it's all good. Come on, Costas. Just fucking knock it in the net yourself, son. Don't even bother playing it in.
There needs to be some kind of
Thing on the screens.
yeah, something like a test pattern or.
Oh, with the creepy clown and the little girl.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe
Either
the
of those
baby
works.
son.
How can that be offside? How? Fuck's sake. That's utter balls. And how are they taking that fucking from there? Cunts. Cheating cunts. Yes.
Eclectic mix of minis. Frost frames from Secret Santa. Salute mini from Salute.
Yep.
And Dungeonalia. Well, they do look nice, even though the pictures are a bit small. But so are the
You know,
miniatures.
they're like huge compared to the actual miniatures in real life. I like the stompy lady in the black. She's particularly creepy.
With the red hair
Yes.
extension.
Presumably that was the one bought for Dungeonalia. Because if there's anybody living in a dungeon, it's her.
A succubus has joined your dungeon.
That type of thing. Half time. Good show, lads. Good show. Just don't fucking concede in the first 3 minutes of the second half. We'll be happy.
Salute is full of tentacles.
Tentacles.
Yeah, down there, there's a tentacle.
Yes. Little Was it Anne Bonny? Was that who it was?
Bugger off wants to know if you got any extra Moonstone rulebooks. May or may not succumb.
Nope. I've got the hardback, and then I've got the Bad Squid who did it for Salute Demon, if I remember right. But it was one of the Salute limited edition, the Bad Salute. Where was I? Yes, I've got the little A5 rulebook, but every rule, every card, and every miniature is available for free online, so you can download them all and print them out yourself.
Or go have them printed.
Yeah. If you just go to the website and then go into the downloads bit, they literally have standees of every single miniature, plus every single card available, plus all of the rules. The only thing you can't get are the D4 you need to drop on the table to be your Moonstones. You have to supply 7 of those yourself, but assuming you can find 7 D4, you're landed. So it's all good. Look at them. Look how great they are. The cold, dead eyes of a Teletubby.
My copy I know.
Right.
It's beneath all my Battletech stuff.
Oh dear. Well, that's wrong. Like Cthulhu, Moonstone is very similar to the Quran. And nothing may be higher than them in the room.
Well, that's going to be a problem then.
Oh, it's not really. You just put Moonstone at the top. If it's on the top shelf, nothing can be above it.
Well, I would need to put it above Attack on Hoth. Nah.
That's fine.
Nah. I'll be a heretic, quite happily.
Absolutely shocking. You've changed, man. You've changed.
That's
anyway.
what age does to you.
Well, that's what they tell me. That's what they tell me.
So, after this shocking bombshell, where do we go? Where do we go?
Well, I'd just like to point out that your copy of Razzle, Dave, once you're finished with it, goes into a hedge in a forest or scrubby bit of land. That's where all copies of Jazz Mags go, mate.
144 artists.
Yes.
Even more Crisis Protocol.
Yes, the comic book version of Star Wars Crisis Protocol. He's been doing some of the madness that is Sorcerers, including the Sorcerer Supreme, the mysterious Ancient One.
Wizards?
May or may not be a bloke or a bird, depending on where you're viewing it. There's a lot of yellow going on with this one, obviously.
Yeah, that's a very striking color.
Yes. Can't tell how bold they are, though, because they've got their hood up. Imagine incredibly bold.
Shiny and bold.
Yes. One step away from running up the side of a building, folding the New York City skyline over on itself. Whatever it is they get up to. Keeps them out of mischief and off the streets.
Today's youth is so weird.
Yeah. Fella 131 against the young boys.
Solving miniature storage problem. Ah, good luck with that, Skipper.
Munich are up. Sporting are up. Madrid are drawing with Stuttgart. Didn't see that coming. Thought sitting at home as well. Yeah, miniature storage is an interesting one. I don't know if people seen the post I did the other day. It may have been in the House of Water #Best House, mind you. There was an interesting bit where somebody had put all their Moonstone miniatures into Lego display case.
Oh yeah, you showed that on.
Oh, did I put it in the
yes.
the non-good part of Discord?
And you said I should get one, but I'll never have mine painted. And I.
That's yes, I remember now. It all comes back to me. Surrounded by a giant orange peel. Yes. Under a gorse bush. Nice. Trick is not to get too keen when you're under there looking at things. But The Moam storage case was good because they're all of a size, whereas with Star Wars Crisis Protocol comic book edition, a lot of them are doing shit like that, where I don't think they would fit in the case, which is a shame. But I do like the idea of having a little small display case. I know some people have got these fucking ridiculous big ones, because obviously they have A, room, and B, enough painted miniatures to warrant it. But
Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem with displaying your miniatures. You need extra space to put them. If you just put them in an egg carton and stack them on top of each other, it's much more efficient. Hello, Nick from the Grey Primer.
hello.
Well, I don't think House Water has won awards yet.
Yes, we have.
Says who?
Warren and Lloyd. Is that it? Won the Star Wars thing.
Well, that's not an award, that's a contest.
That's an award. We got an
Nah,
award
it's
for
a
the
contest.
best. No,
That's not an award.
see, Demon's there.
Demons.
What percentage of your collection is painted ready to go? Who are you talking to, Jam?
And how do you define collection?
Well, not worry about the collection part. Oh, combined gun button tally's a good one. Yes, that'll all be for that. Anyway, I'll make an award just for us. But yeah,
The
I
end
like
of the year is
144
closing
stuff.
in soon, so awards are due anyway. So
They are inevitable. Train Fest comes up first in a couple of weeks. That starts in October and ends January, end of January.
I think that's all very relative. So have you crossed the borders? Did they actually let you in?
Oh wow! By geographically closest to Tim you've ever been, where were you? Were you Antwerp for Crisis? Was that last week? Oh, shut up, Frank.
Tilburg.
Oh,
Let's see.
paint your Mantic library train crate. Yeah, you could do that. I mean, there's a lot of shit I could do. Look, there's that guy with the mad Cajun accent.
Tilburg is about 350 kilometers.
Oh, yeah, that's practically there.
Only a small 3-hour drive. Man throwing energized cards and cheating at board games.
Yes, that's what he does. Dee-lee-lee-dee-dee, dee-lee-lee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee. Have you ever seen that guy from College Humor who does the Batman stuff? Have you ever seen his X-Men videos?
Could be. I can't recall any right now.
Where he's sacking people. The one with Gambit's particularly good. It's worth watching. There's poor Kitty Pryde. Written out of so many things. And look, speaking to your native tongue of Nightcrawlerese.
Yes.
Have you
Shall I
seen
be
the
a
Magic
cunt?
Advent calendar? Yes.
Yes. Willkommen
sh-
is written with 2 L's and Freud is written with a capital F.
Yeah. Maybe it's not German. Maybe it's Austrian. Oida.
They have the same spelling, even though they sound like somebody has, well, digging their dong. But he has done an awful lot the last 2 weeks by
Yes.
the looks of it, or just now taking time to make pictures.
I think it's a bit of both, to be fair. I know he'd gone through a period where he wasn't doing anything really. And then he went, you know what, I should paint all the fucking stuff. And then all of a sudden he's painting all the fucking stuff.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
a lot of stuff painted. What the hell is that?
What's what? The gribbly bits? I find it
That-
best not to check.
That dog.
Oh,
like-
Ronnie gave you one at Clash. Nice.
What is that?
Some sort of weird, creepy dog. I don't know. There's too many comics to keep up with them all. Fuck only knows what it is.
But my first reaction was strontium dog, but obviously
No.
that's wrong.
So yeah, famously not a dog to begin with. You're gonna have to tell us, Dave, what was that? Weirdly, we were talking about Clash today with a group of people, wondering what, because there's always a presentation that they don't publicise. And I heard Ronnie had been drinking quite a lot of whiskey earlier on this Saturday with somebody. So I'm curious as to how that ended up panning out with Ronnie on that presentation. And is there anything left for next year that people don't know about?
You think there might have been a slip of the tongue and details revealed that shouldn't have gone out.
The
I-
advent
I-
calendars this year, though, are going to be plastic, aren't they? They're all plastic. There's no special resin casts of the minis. Or I'm assuming you're just keeping the advent calendar.
Will there be another one from?
Ronnie gave you me one. Oh, okay. I didn't read the line properly.
Will there be a ballroom brawl again?
Well, there's going to be an advent calendar. He said that, but it might not be barroom brawl this year. So, time will tell.
I'd be disappointed if it was the same again, because what? Should buy twice.
Well, I think he said that last year's is the first one. It was going to have the special bespoke
Miniatures.
miniatures and resin, but from then on they'll be getting them all made in plastic. So sci-fi
Bug Hunt.
bug hunt, that makes sense. Ooh, retailers with them. To be honest, if the retailers sell them cheap, they're worth getting for the resins.
Yeah,
They're
the
very nice.
miniatures are really nice. They're lovely to paint. The details are crisp. There's almost no cleaning up to do on those. The terrain, on the other hand, oh god, that's a bit. Well, it's very bendy plastic.
Yeah. That's train crate.
Yep. Basically,
That's what you get for being so cheap.
lovely extra long running project.
Yes. Look,
Can't get
even
enough.
some sort of battle report type thing, but I'm fairly certain I've seen that before.
So, is there anywhere we can go now, which is even more longer or in depth?
Yes, don't worry about that.
Goggle, Mr. Goggle Chaos.
Yep. Yes. So, obviously, Infinity N5 is coming out. I've not been told I have to paint a board or anything yet. I'm sure I'll find that out next week.
There will be a small note attached to a monitor somewhere in the studio saying, please inform Jerry that he has to paint.
Yeah, I won't be reading that. There are little nail airbrush compressors. They don't have a tank on them, but they're relatively quiet compared to I have one of the big piston tanks with like a 5 litre capacity or whatever it is, and they're fine when they're off because they fill, hit pressure, and then the motor switches off on them. But then whenever they switch back on, there's quite a big
There's a racket, yeah.
there's a racket out of them. So if you look for a Neil airbrush compressor,
They basically look like the micro airbrush compressor Revel is selling, but don't get that one.
I didn't even realize Revel was selling one.
They have one. It looks very nasty.
I'm sure it does. You'll find them. They're just little tiny square compressor boxes to sit on a beautician's desk when they're spraying people's nails sparkly. So yeah, they're relatively quiet in the grand scheme of things. I wouldn't attempt to do heavy jobs with them, but if you're just putting down color, they should be fine. I wouldn't attempt to prime the ever-living shit out of something or run a sandblaster with it. I don't believe there is pressure control on them, is the only thing. So you just have a constant pressure. Depending on the airbrush you're using, some of them have a pressure valve under the needle where you can change that yourself. But yeah, if you're looking for small and quiet, find one of those. They will do the job.
Yeah, and if those are still too loud, you may actually have to resort to air in a can.
No, don't. Never do that. No, I'm not being funny. If that's too loud, then don't use an airbrush, because air in a can is beyond shit. You might get 2 sprays out of it before the pressure goes skew F. It's absolutely not worth your while or investment, and the air cans don't contain anywhere near enough propellant for anything like that.
Okay.
You're better actually getting a car tire at that stage. And again, not joking, hooking it up to a car tire is better than using one of those air tins.
Oh, I'm just laughing because that's what my father did 25 years ago when he started testing out airbrushing and didn't want to buy a compressor and just used the spare tire.
Fill up an inner tube and run it off that.
Well, Nick's got a point. Either use the very tiny one or go so big with your compressor that the containment is so big you can airbrush for hours without the compressor running on. But that would be a big compressor.
Yeah. Like a factory. Yeah. That one there that Pete linked, the little crafty airbrush, that's one of the ones that get used for nail polishy type thing. But it will run constantly because it has no tank. So there'll be a constant vibrating hum on your desk when you're using it. But up to 25 psi, it's fine. I generally should be running at 25 or 25 for primer maybe, and then lower for anything else. Come on, lad, come on. Get the ball in there. Where are you going? Don't run into trouble. Yes. Shite. You're not playing fucking ping pong. Yes. Oh, bastard. Oh, good. Good. I'll teach him. Jota had a fucking right to go for that ball, dipshit. So if you don't like being kicked, I suggest you don't fucking go for it. In fact, I think it was your own fucking defender that hit you. It was, and he went in with the studs.
Is that even allowed?
It is when it's your own defender.
Okay.
Oh, great.
So, Mr. Chaos Gog is tending to his Infinity stuff, and I'm guessing there will be more in the near future?
Well, I mean, one of the things he popped in there was the prize he did for the last couple of years. So he doesn't actually, I think he does actually have some Infinity stuff, but these are ones he specifically paints for that prize that runs every year.
And
So
he
it's
is a talented
essentially
bastard.
it's
Still.
just a repository of his painted stuff, and there's 3 very different setups as well from his initial one, which is the Pano on their dirty battlefield. Dirty.
Space dwarfs and
His Templars.
red-skinned people, and then there's nuns.
You're confusing me now.
Showing my complete lack and utter ignorance towards
The
infinity.
second set contains Morat, the mad red space apes. So not dwarves, but space apes. They're very punchy. I quite like that one. It's probably my favourite, actually. And then, yes, Space Nuns is correct for the Space Nuns. They are Space Nuns. I keep thinking someday I might paint my... Well, I won't.
Well, you could just print this out and put it on the box where you store your miniatures in.
I don't have any of those.
Oh, okay.
The factions I have are not the factions he's painted. So if he could go ahead and paint some factions I have, then I could just hand the picture to my opponent and go, it's kind of what they look like after they were painted, mate. Yeah.
If you will, these are my miniatures.
Class. He's having to go off. That's fucking great. Oh, talking about work experience, you should see the fucking keeper they're about to put on. I don't think his mum knows he's out. Doesn't look like his balls have dropped yet.
If you're in a quiet apartment, maybe think of getting yourselves a compressor within a sound dampening cabinet.
A sound dampening cabinet?
So that there's only the air hose coming out.
That doesn't help with the vibrations, though. It depends where you are. For example, I'm on the first floor. So the vibrations are worse than the noise.
Yeah, but those can also be dampened via the means of feet.
Feet? I kill a lot of babies and put their feet at the bottom of the sound dampening cabinet and nestle my compressor in there.
To make some sort of...
What about the smell?
Luggage. Luggage compressor.
Seriously though, Hazy, look at that kid. I swear to God, he hasn't started to shave yet. Limp on, matey boy, limp on.
Hazy Boy's enjoying Jerry's future commentary. It's about 3 seconds ahead of what I'm watching.
It's good times.
That's what I call delay.
I don't know how. Because presumably we're both watching it on Amazon. So
maybe he hit pause at some point.
You're rocking a dodgy box. I use Kodi for a lot of other things. We'll not get into that right now. Anyway.
Now, for the final opponent of the evening.
Yep. He does look younger than Shay. He probably is younger than Shay. I'm assuming his number is not his age, or his date of birth, rather.
Mr. James Stockwell is doing even more weird...
Yes, JMS.
War of the Rings stuff.
Just like that Ben fella.
Or is
all
it
about
Rings
Lord of
of
the
Power?
Rings. Or Lord them Ranks of Power. I don't think so. I don't think anybody would admit to do that.
Them cock rings of power.
Yes. The medals they did for that were absolutely lovely. I'm pretty sure Galadriel comes with a little basin of water that she can peer into before she loses her shit completely, which is the second model in that.
This little fellow here totally...
Oh, of course, the commentaries via Twitch. But then, I was going to say, surely the Twitch commentary is delayed. Oh, man. That's really weird. Is that an old Grim wizard? Yes and no. That is he's used as a grey wizard. I don't think he was listed as one. He is the Talisman wizard when they released Talisman with the new plastics. So...
Ryan Ensel headed familiar with the Citadel logo. That is so wrong. This looks so wrong.
The castle looks like 3 dildos. Well,
yeah, that's not neither here nor there. Speaking of castles, Crispin.
Yes,
Easy Git, where's your castle?
you do his castle when the PD Wheatstraw is all finished.
PD Wheatstraw.
Oh, hell no.
Still on the desk.
Still on the desk, or it is the desk.
Or is it on the tiny fighting Brilliant Suns fighter?
It's a sweet-looking fighter, it has to be said.
Yes. It's windy. The dwarf is losing his head.
That's why he's having to hold his hat on.
Yeah.
Hold it on, don't let it blow away. With it, all of your magical power will go.
When the magic blue smoke evaporates. Everything goes poof.
Get the fucking text off the screen so I can see the football. For fuck's sake. Son of a bitch. Anyway.
So many miniatures. Oh,
It's good though, isn't it?
That tree looks like there's a sheep hanging.
Yeah, you know.
There.
Why not?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4.5 legs.
Does that mean you're not going to put a third floor on the ship then, Crispin? Just hold it. Just tackle him. I have to say, out of all of it, I love the battle report. I love the armies. But when I get right down to it, my favourite thing is probably the table.
Yeah.
Just look at those hills. Look how many hills he has.
Oh god. Are we going there again?
Fucking hills. I wish I had hills.
Crispin's wife would divorce
Oh,
him
Christ
if she could leave
almighty.
the house, but there's a tiny fighter standing in her way.
Fuck me, son. If you just hit the target, that was in the back of the net.
Yeah, these hills look lovely and playable.
Yes.
And modular, which is even more
Oh,
interesting.
it's so good. So tight. Very sexual set of hills. Look at the contours. Whoa.
With proper ramps for your units to go up in rank and file.
Speaking of ranks, why is that third part of that regiment not actually at an edge? Why is it square on there? That's a bit rum.
Oh, look, they do a little parade. All the horses running after each other.
Well, they would.
Parading around. Prancing. Being a joy.
Are you using the old world JMS? Because I know you have the ability to move faster if you move in column, like in historical wargaming, as opposed to in old fantasy battle where it was just used to get round things like walls, pinch points, that sort of thing. Look at that. Wow, gorgeous.
That's a sizable army. All 6th edition. My mate just made a tactical error.
Right. Up. Oh. Well, you know, that's how these things happen. Ram my wolf carts up their arse. Oh. Is he running them as Chaos Warriors, though, or Chaos Knights, rather? Because even putting them right up his jacksy, the impact hits might cause some damage, but nothing else will. He'll just laugh in 1+ armor save. Get back! Why he's not getting back?
Get back.
Chase him, he's only 12.
Get back. Get back to where you once belonged.
Not as challenging as you would think, Jam. There's a cart right up there.
Jeebus, how many elves can you have?
Oh, 11 impact hits. Fuck my hat. Sack my cook. That's impressive.
So many elves, and they should be there.
Well, you know.
They never were at Head's Clum. It's a lie.
Yeah. But would you rather have that, or would you rather have, oh Lord, them ranks of power?
Do you really have to ask?
In this week's episode, they refer to the stranger who's 100% not Gandalf as a grand elf.
No, they didn't.
Oh, they fucking did.
Oh
With
god.
totally straight faces. It was slightly after the time the fat black dwarf dropped a bowling ball down some stairs and chased it like she was in a Carry-On film.
You know what really shows that that series is not good?
Utter horseshit. Oh, right, yeah.
I've watched the episode and I can't remember jack shit. I do
Yes.
remember the dwarf dropping the attunement crystal, but that's about it. Or to put it in Tortoise terms,
Oh, Batman cartoon's great. I've got those shields. I have about 50 of them. They're for my Crusade Cursed Company. The only problem with them on plastic is that because they're all metal, they
get
make
very
them
top
so
heavy.
incredibly top heavy, which I assume is why they're turtling up there.
I think potential ankles are breaking.
Oh, excellent. Book the coach. Sweet. No harm. The coach still has words on the back of his. It's like he's still wearing his fucking. Well, mainly, mate, you've got lettering on the back of your suit. You look like you've walked out of the shop having just bought it without taking the stickers off. Is it because you're planning on wearing it tonight and bringing it back to the shop tomorrow and going, it doesn't fit? Get your money back. Don't fuck around like this, ladies. What the fuck was that?
Battering ram.
Oh, cheeky. Yes, run out legs. Shite. Where were we? Mr. Fraser's a bank robber, not a doctor.
We were at a.
Can he be
battering
both?
rams. Dr. Robber.
Oh, there's not a Milan player who can keep on his feet without throwing his hands into the air like a cunt.
Technically accurate carpentry.
Please note the pegs in the ram. I mean, we all love to ram pegs. Or peg rams, whatever it is.
A ram
Each
shackle.
their own. It's like whenever I did my A-frame timber houses for Saga, for example, and bought a small chisel set so I could chisel out my little beams out of pine.
It's the details that get you at some point.
Yeah. Pressure the child, because he might start crying or suck his thumb or something.
Or that would be embarrassing, wouldn't it?
Well, only for him. What's the voice sound like for Bat though? Because obviously, it's not Chris. Was it Chris Conway? It's not Conway.
But is
Conroy.
it as good as Lloyd's carpentry geometry of a pyramid?
Nothing is that good. Kevin Conroy. There we go.
That's
I knew he
something
had a name.
that just sticks with him now.
Yep. I mean,
Doing pyramids, not building Rome, and having a wet floor in his shed.
it's all good in the hood. My favorite part is thinking that 4 triangles of equilateral measurements will make a pyramid.
I do remember that I made that mistake as well, way back in school,
Yeah.
30 plus years ago.
It's really simple. There are triangles in there, but the triangle measurement you need to take is from
Different.
the center. The center to the apex of the pyramid is a right angle out to the edge, and then that tells you your height. And when you've got your height and your base, the sides take care of themselves.
Yes, Nick,
Tiny.
there is a tiny Tim just above Jerry's head because I can't
Oh,
convince Skype to not
What are you
show
there?
my picture in picture. See, there it is.
More mirrored in Skype. To be fair, most of the time Skype lies to me. So
Does it?
yeah, we'll keep saying things like "we're not letting you in," and "you don't need to know this" and stuff like that. Or you've tried to log in too many times. All of these things are all shit and liars.
No, he's gone.
Well, lads, another goal would be nice. You've had plenty of fucking opportunities. I'd really like you to score before they fucking equalise. And you know they will. They'll have some cunt little shot and equalise. Yes, yes, take it away from the child. Make the child cry. Can't have your ball back. Oh, Christ. Cost us. That's the second time. You just kind of hit the target, son.
What? Tiny Tim wasn't Kermit's son, wasn't he? His nephew or something?
In A Muppet Christmas Carol. Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't count. That's again something completely different.
It's been so long since I've read the 3rd edition Siege rules. 5th and 6th are the same. Nothing's changed from those. And I think Historic was very similar. The Siege book is just up there. I mean, I could get it, but I'd have to lean back. Let's try that. Let's see if we can manage that. I'll need to lift a fucking Vaseline fleet out of the way. Let's lift that. There, it's there. Vlad the Impaler, Siege and Conquest. Hello. It's very shiny. Very quickly check, because I honestly can't remember these Siege rules. I don't even think I bought them for Siege. I think I bought them for sake of completeness, because I wasn't actually playing any period that would require me to actually Siege.
Well, Crispin, I'm pretty sure Rule 34 has been executed on that fetish, so fill your boots.
Oh yeah, 100%. Siege equipment, 25% for procedures, 33% when playing Cut to the Chase, so similar. War engines and war machine batteries are the same. I think these are just going to end up being pretty much the 5th/6th edition. Although obviously they've got a larger rake of siege equipment, because you have your onagers and very buckets and that sort of thing. Tortoise, ladders, mantlets. How do mantlets move? 6 inches, -2 to hit with missile weapons, +2 to their armor save. That is exactly the same. 1 point per model. I think they were half a point per model, were they? No, they done away with half points to be 1 point in Siege as well. Yeah, I think Siege and Conquest for Warhammer Historic is pretty much just the same. Yes! Yes! There's 3! Fuck yous all. Fuck yous, fuck you, and good night. Go on, Sabozla, you absolute gem. I think for diversity of equipment, this is better if you have the book. Although you can probably find it online these days in a PDF format from some lovely people. I've got a scanner. I just scan it in. That would fucking annoy people, wouldn't it?
Like there's actual people out there doing such things, cutting up books and just putting.
I didn't. I didn't say I'd cut them up. I said I would scan them.
But I guess there are people who are doing such things.
Yeah, with most Games Workshop books, you just have to leave them long enough and they'll fall apart by themselves. No knife is required.
Natural part of decomposition.
Samurai.
The internet lending library, yes.
It's very sexy.
It doesn't help at times. Especially if you don't find them at a reasonable price.
Yeah. This is just a revamp of 5th edition Siege for Historics. So whichever of these you have access to, I honestly can't remember. 3rd edition. Remember the book? I don't know where my copy's gone. And Mighty Fortress. No, wouldn't go to Lloyd. Oh, Lucio's coming on in place of the delightful Jota. One of those Spanish people who speak Brazilian from that state of Portugal. That really baffled fucking the egg in the Weekender. He hadn't a clue. Had a clue I was making a joke. Go for him, go for him. Oh, the child almost shot his backs. He forgot for a moment he couldn't actually catch the ball, had to palm it down to his feet, then shit himself.
Nick
I
slid
swear to
out
God.
the Games Workshop rulebook in the past and left the pages on the shelf.
Yeah, I mean, that's 100%. I love Siege, but I like Siege as part of a campaign where you're setting it up. So, you know, when it's part of a big linked adventure rather than just a one-off. One-offs are fun, but if you're playing a campaign, especially map-based campaigns, where if your opponent has stuff that's being besieged but also armies outside, then you get into a point where, and I don't think either of them have these siege rules. Third might have done. Mighty Empire certainly did. But obviously during each season, because they can't forage, they're reliant on stores inside. And if you're sieging, your choice is to either launch the siege early, or rather not launch an attack to try and break the siege, or your opponent will just sit there, suffer a degradation inside, but meanwhile one of his armies that's outside is just coming to relieve the siege. And those are, I think, are great fun.
Spider Riders for Siege.
Spider Riders are ridiculous, yes. Up the walls and out the other side. Get back on side, you plums. Why pass it through 3 people? Go, Darwin, go! Fucking Captain Chaos, you absolute legend.
Go ninja, go ninja, go ninja, go.
This will be ranking high on the fucking yes scale. Anyway. Third was Warhammer. Yeah. It was just called Warhammer Siege. Yeah. It came out with Mighty Fortress, I remember that. But that stage, Rogue Trader and Third were the same rule system. Yes, yes. Get on side. Go for 4. Ah. Bottoms. Yeah, it was always going to be a free out. Good old Mighty Fortress. Yeah, that sounds like Third to me. I'd grab 5th. Shame, at one stage I had about 3 copies of 5th. I could have given you a copy if you didn't have one. But I got rid of a lot of my duplicate books, and then I threw them in the bin.
Why would you have multiple copies of a rulebook?
Because we were getting rid of them in sales and GW, and I was just like, fuck it. Let's clear this shit out. And I just took home like a copy of every book we had left, and then discovered I had pretty much every book there anyway. It's like, oh well. It's the same as the old catalogs. I had all the old catalogs at one stage as well. I was like, why am I keeping these? Why will I bother?
James, I hate to say it, I never played
Oh,
Fantasy.
sweet Jesus, Allison, you fucking weirdo. Thank Christ nobody else made that run.
So I can't really do any judgment on Siege because I never played it.
We played a 24-hour game at my club one time, and it was a siege game based on Legend by David Gemmell. And it was quite good because we didn't have all 7 walls, but we had 4 walls across a 24-foot table.
Jeebus.
It's just like, I remember having the having a unit of 30 Swordmasters of Hoth to use as the 30, just running around the place, battering the shit out of anybody who got on top of the walls. It's all good, clean family fun. And it must have been, 20,000 odd points, something like that. It was fucking insanity.
It makes my head dizzy.
Oh, it was so much fun. You know, get it, fuck. This is why I told you needed to score another one, ladies, because they'll try and score. You kids need to buck your ideas up. Don't make me come over there to Italy.
Oh, before Jerry
No,
loses us.
David, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not buying that Renadra Castle. I came very fucking close the other day. I think they're like 10% off the whole fucking website. I'm looking at the castle going, that's like £27 off if I buy the massive one.
What a savings.
Yep.
but speaking of dizzy heady, I'm getting very tired because
Yes.
this week has been hell at work. People
Yes.
have deleted stuff they shouldn't have deleted. Emails weren't
Oh.
working. Just joy.
Sweet to the beat. You should probably go to bed or some shit. I've got to finish off a bit of an unboxing.
Well, that is the plan. And
And then up to play Armored Clash tomorrow. Although nobody will tell me how much it costs.
well, speaking of Armored Clash, no, wasn't Armored Clash the
I don't
video
know.
that released today was Armored Clash, wasn't it?
Could be. Sure. I don't know.
2-hour Let's Play.
No, that's Full Spectrum Dominance.
Oh, yeah. Forget what I was saying. My brain's busted. I'm out. You lot have a good night. Do whatever
Teddy
you want.
bye.
Do the socials and
Gas
get a fun on.
cans.
Bye.